Okay. I mean, what are we even doing here? Do I even need another plugin? It's fast, you know? We made it. I have very important news to share with you this morning. I have found the surefire 100% guaranteed way to lose weight. And all you have to do is start a business. And MattyAds can guarantee you'll lose 5 pounds in a month. Results guaranteed. So if you've been looking to lose some of that COVID weight, just start a business. Thank you all for joining me. Happy Tuesday. We're on day 36 of MattyAds and the Gift Yak. Can't wait to show you what's going on the website because it is looking good. And we've been covering a lot of topics. Yesterday we talked about Cloudflare. Still undecided there. There's one WordPress plugin that we've seen for a couple different episodes now, and we wanted to go back and tackle, so I figured today's probably a good day to do that. Realistically, we'll be able to research that and set it up relatively quickly, and then we'll just see how it performs on our site. And that plugin, dun, 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 is Autoptimize. We found it on our WordPress themes message boards. So we use GeneratePress, and they talk a lot about this Autoptimize plugin. They don't use anything else for shrinking the file size of their web page to make it faster. So when somebody goes to it, it loads really fast. And that's what we want. We want really fast page speed loads. And the goal is to get it set up to where we don't have to worry about it. So this is all about like a scalable framework. So I think it's good. It's good practice to get all these plugins set up, and not too many of them, right? We don't want a lot of plugins. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna see what all this hubbub is about Autoptimize, because I haven't seen people talk about it except for the GeneratePress folks. And they know what the heck they're doing. There's no question about it. We're gonna jump right on into it. We're gonna look up this Autoptimize. So GeneratePress is our WordPress theme. This is like a free thing you can just download, and then look at all these different types of websites you can make. With one click of a button, your website, your WordPress would look just like these pictures, right? And then you could obviously modify them. And it's fast. We just did speed tests. Go check out our video yesterday, the Cloudflare video. These guys get a 100% A on speed test. Our website, the Gift Jack, got a 98%. So we're fast. And that's good, but we could be faster. So this guy is asking the question we asked, which is, hey, you recommend Autoptimize, but like everywhere else on the internet, everyone's saying you got to download these WordPress caching plugins. So then why do these guys not even recommend that caching plugin? David here, I love reading his posts. Him and the lead developer, they seem like they know their stuff. So find people you trust and over-index on their opinions. So they're saying, listen, you can use any of these other plugins with GeneratePress. They may have the experience of having different interactions depending on how your site is built and what other plugins you're using. And then they mentioned something about server-side caching. Interesting. So apparently hosting services may offer their own built-in server caching. I will say, after using our WordPress caching plugin, we did see a boost in our page speeds. We know that GeneratePress recommends this plugin for sure. Now let's see if we can see what Reddit says about this. All right, so there are some downsides, this user says. Depending on how the site is built, it can break the CSS or JavaScript on the backend, which is basically how a page is developed. My guess is that GeneratePress has a foundation where that doesn't break. Otherwise, it would seem to be a strange recommendation from them. This guy also says it's his default to install it on WordPress. So this is a question of using Autoptimize with WP Rocket. They were looking how to optimize and secure their sites. Here is a developer of one of the major caching plugins. They say Autoptimize is great for minimizing, combining HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And they learned a lot from it, actually. Cool. Well, we're going to give it a shot. I mean, worst case is we just rip it out. It takes 2 seconds. All right, so this is the plugin. I think we can just go into our WordPress and we can go to installed plugins. Then we can go to add new. There it is. So we're going to install it. Before we do, I think it's fair to do some good old fashioned speed tests. We'll just do 2 of our pages. We'll do the home page and then we'll do one of the articles. All right, so we're still at a 95. We'll use this page. Should be one of our slower ones, just given the file size. Okay. I mean, what are we even doing here? Do I even need another plugin? It's fast, you know? I think it's fast anyways. I don't know if we can do better. Maybe we don't even need this, but can we make it faster? Can we really squeeze some more juice out? Maybe get that up to 99, get that up to 100. Let's give it a shot. All right, so let's install. We're gonna have to change some settings. The good news is our friends at Generate Press already have an article on exactly how to set this up, how to configure Auto-Optimize. They say reducing the amount of CSS and JavaScript. So if you can condense all that, minimize it, it'll help with page speed loads, theoretically. And then it also says another perk with Auto-Optimize is that it will bundle the CSS generated by your options in the customizer into an external file, allowing your browser to cache it. All right, so here are the options. First one is optimize HTML code on, and then remove HTML comments. Yes. So we want that. So since we've turned this on, now we go down to here. So we want to optimize the CSS code. Yes. We want to aggregate the CSS files. And we also want to aggregate the inline CSS files. So both of those are on. And then we leave all the other options off. Now we get down to the JavaScript options. So we want to optimize JavaScript. Yep. And we want to aggregate all the JavaScript files to have them loaded, non-render blocking. All right, now we'll have to go to show advanced settings. Look at that. They want me to remove my emojis. Absolutely not. So we're going to leave them. I think you can remove them if you don't plan on writing any emoji content. And then they say remove query strings. They say it won't make a noticeable difference in page speed, but it will increase your ranking in speed tests. One issue with this is it removes the version numbers from your static resources. Those version numbers are there to tell the browsers to stop caching the file if the version is updated. Without the version numbers, browsers won't release the cache when you update your theme or plugins, which can result in some weirdness until it's cleared. I don't know what that means. So I think I'm just going to play it safe since they said it's not going to make a noticeable difference. I'm just going to leave it off. So I'm going to save and empty the cache, which I believe will empty my cache from WP Super Cache, which is what I use. So are we all set up? Did we do it? Let's just make sure, I guess, our website isn't broke, right? All right, so homepage looks good. I don't see any issues here. Article, don't see any issues. What happens if I click a link? If I click an image? So that works. What if I click a related if list? Yep, that works. So what if I go to About Us? Okay, that works. And our category pages. Yep. All right, so everything works. So I guess here's the moment of truth, folks. Now we see if this has improved anything. I will say, I'm not sure if our cache has been updated yet. So theoretically, I think what could happen is we deleted our cache, which slows us down. Then Auto-Optimize is on. So maybe it speeds us up a little bit. So we'll probably have to do a speed test tomorrow just in case, but let's give it a shot. So I think that went up. Yeah, it did. It went up by a percentage. So it did get better. We're going to do our last test here, which was this page, and we're going to see what happens. Oh, this one went down. So this is A9787 now. Well, some conflicting data there. We'll do a speed test tomorrow just to see if that cache needs to be updated a bit. But I'll make sure I update in the YouTube video. I'll post a follow-up in the comments and just let you know if it's sped it up or not. All in all, we're so fast. Like, I don't know if this was going to make any measurable difference. I hope it does. And it doesn't seem to break anything. So worst case is it's a net neutral effect. And it was super easy to set up. Literally, if you follow along with this video, it's going to take you watching the video and then 3 minutes to set up, somewhere around there. So give it a shot and see how it works on your website. We'll be using it for additional affiliate websites that we build as well, unless I find any issues with it later on, and then I'll make sure to do a follow-up on that. So thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you got a lot out of this on Auto-Optimize as a plugin for your WordPress website. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at URLs. We need to think about if our structure is fully optimized. So we are going to deep dive all of that, make sure that we have a good foundation there, or if we need to make any changes. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love ya. Bye-bye.